and they are not necessarily enjoying that huge win because it's back to work time, but that Holy War victory, probably the highest stakes in the history of that matchup. BYU, a huge win, and now they take it in to Iowa State.
Yeah, Utah, I mean, on the offensive side, I actually thought Utah played pretty well, but it was the turnovers that did them in. And I think also the decisions by Kyle Whittingham on a couple of those fourth down opportunities where you thought maybe Utah would take the points, instead going for it on fourth down. And credit to BYU. This is now a top 20 defense again, and I think they showed up in a big way. And for BYU on the offensive side, they're doing such a good job running the football. I think as long as they are running the football well, that's what sets up this play action for Bear Bachmeier. And it's something we're going to talk about later. But until somebody is able to slow BYU down running the football, I think that play action passing game is going to continue to be effective. And that's what's helping the freshman quarterback in a big way.
Aaron Roderick, BYU's offensive coordinator, saying this week, the things he's doing, it's not normal. And he'll have a chance to do them against a depleted Iowa State defense, specifically at cornerback. How do you see him trying to take advantage of that in this huge matchup, 3:30 Eastern time on Fox?
Yeah, this is another game where Iowa State, let's go back to their loss at Cincinnati a couple of weeks ago. Remember how well Cincinnati ran the football. I think that plays into what BYU wants to do. I think they're going to try to run the football on a down-to-down basis. And if Iowa State doesn't have an answer there, I think it's going to be a long day. What's interesting in this game is that Iowa State's the favorite right now. And so it just goes back to this parity that we talk about in this league, in the Big 12. But for BYU, if they can continue to play that top 20 defense, create some takeaways, and run the football well, all of this, and we've been saying this for weeks now, for a young freshman quarterback at Bear Bachmeier, they are protecting him so well. And I don't just mean the offensive line, the entire team playing good team football, good special teams as well. I think that's why they're still sitting here undefeated with a big win over Utah, and they're going to have to do the same this week against Iowa State.
What they're doing is phenomenal. And Rocco Becht is phenomenal as well. Quick thoughts about his play in this game and what he needs to do for Iowa State to get back in it. Remember, losers of 2 straight and then a bye. It's been tough times right now for the Cyclones.
Yeah, I think Rocco Becht has been a guy that they've had to put a ton on his plate really the last couple seasons, but especially this year. They're asking him probably to do more than is fair. But again, in a big game like this against BYU, he's got to play well. They have to stay on the field. I think the best opportunity for Iowa State is limiting possessions on the other side for BYU and that running attack that we just talked about. I think they're going to have to continue to lean on the tight end room that's been so good for them all season. But Rocco Becht has to show up in a big way, and they've got to hit some of their explosives. That's been an area that this offense has been lacking the last couple of weeks, and I think is why you've seen them struggle on the offensive side. If they could stay on the field, create a couple of those explosive passing plays, and keep that tight end room activated, I think that's kind of a recipe for this offense to come away with a win over BYU.